So 9th class, now you see page number 78. Page number 78. You see the questions. Name the tissue responsible for movement in our body. So first question you see the questions. Questions you see the first. Name the tissue responsible for the movement in our body. Now you see page number 76. It is a answer given is muscular tissue. So answer will be muscular tissue. Muscular tissue is responsible for the movement in our body. For the movement in our body. And now second CU. What does a neuron look like? So for this answer, what I have given the structure of neuron, you have to write the structure of neuron. You write the complete structure of neuron. Structure of neuron. You have to write the structure of neuron, as I have told you. It is consists of the two parts. One is the cyton and other axon. From the cyton, so many hair-like projections arises. So these smaller hair-like projections are called as the dendrites, and one largest one is called axon. So in this way you can write in detail, and after writing you draw diagram also. Now next, third one is give three features of cardiac muscles. Give three features of cardiac muscles. So cardiac muscles, three features of the cardiac muscles. Muscles are involuntary. Cardiac muscles are involuntary. Involuntary. So first one is the involuntary, and second you see that muscles are cylindrical, branched and uninucleate. Cardiac muscles are branched or cylindrical branched and uninucleate. And third one is the thoracic contraction and relaxation. Cardiac muscles so rhythmic contraction and relaxation throughout the life. Throughout the life. So they shows the contraction relaxation throughout the life from birth to the death. And last question, fourth question, you see. Now, question fourth. What are the function of areolar tissue? So it is question number, and this is question 4. Function of the areolar tissue. It fills the spaces inside the organs inside the organs, support internal organs, supports internal organs, and helps in repair of tissues, and helps in repair of tissues. So these are the function of the areolar tissue. Actually, areolar tissue is a connective tissue. It is the areolar tissue is the connective tissue, and which fills the spaces inside the organs, supports internal organs, and helps in repair of tissues. Now more questions are here. Now you see page number 79. After 78, you see the exercises that are given here. So after question, you see the exercise that is given in our book. Exercise. Now page number change and page number 79. Page number 79. So I hope that you have solved the exercise. Those who have not solved the exercise, I am telling they can solve. Now next you see in our book some questions are there. More questions are there. Define the term tissue. Define the term tissue. Exercise the first question. As I have told you, tissue and residue tissue, the group of cells similar in structure, function, and origin are called as a tissue. So as I told you, you can write here again. The group of cells similar in structure, function, and origin is called tissue. So tissue, a group of cells similar in structure, function, and origin is called tissue. So now see second Question: how many types of elements together make up the xylem tissue? Name them. So, how many types of elements together make up the xylem tissues? So, xylem is made up of 4 kinds of cells. Xylem is a tissue. So question here: element together make up the xylem tissue. So did you change the sentence? Xylem tissue. You add here xylem tissue. Xylem tissue is in this be correct. Xylem tissue is made up of 4 kinds of cells. These are one is the tracheids, vessels, xylem parenchyma and xylem fiber. Number 1 is tracheids. Tracheids, vessels, xylem parenchyma or xylem fiber, and 4th is xylem parenchyma. So these are the components of xylem: tracheids, vessels, xylem fiber and the xylem parenchyma. So these are the elements. So if asked to tell the living elements of the xylem, then you can find here xylem parenchyma is the living elements, the rest are the dead elements of the xylem. So next, third, you can see here third question. How are simple tissue differ from complex tissues in the plant? How are simple tissues different from complex tissues in plants? So as you know that a simple tissue is made up of only one type of the cells, while complex tissue is formed of more than one type of cells or the different type of the cells. So simple tissue is formed of only one type of cells, while complex tissue is formed of many types of different types of cells. So these are the answers. Simple tissue is formed of only one type of cells, while complex tissue is formed of different types of cells. So next question you can see here, question 4. Differentiate between parenchyma, collenchyma and sclerenchyma on the basis of their cell walls. On the basis of their cell walls, to write the difference into the parenchyma, collenchyma and sclerenchyma. You have to write the difference. Fourth question you can see. So this is question number 4. Question 4. So 3 columns you have to make. One is the parenchyma. First column for the parenchyma and second column is collenchyma. And third one is sclerenchyma. In these different episodes, you have to tell the difference only in this cell wall, not other difference. So here, in this case, first cell wall is primary. Cell wall is primary. And in this case, in both cases, in this case also cell wall is primary. First, cell wall is primary. Here, first difference we are discussing. Cell wall is secondary. In this case, cell wall is primary. This is also cell wall is primary. In this case, cell wall is secondary. Now, second difference we find. Cell wall is thin and made up of cellulose. Next one, the cell wall is thin and made up of cellulose. And the collenchyma, cell wall has localized thickening, and here cell wall has a localized thickening. Localized thickening of cellulose, and here cell wall is very thick. Cell wall is very thick. Very thick and cell wall is thickened due to deposition of lignin. Cell wall is thickened due to deposition of lignin. So these are the main differences in the cell walls of the parenchyma, collenchyma and the sclerenchyma. So in case of the parenchyma, collenchyma and sclerenchyma, the cell wall is primary, and here the cell wall is also primary, but here cell wall is the secondary. And in this case, cell wall is thin and made up of the cellulose, while in the case of collenchyma, cell wall has a localized thickening. It is thick but localized thickening of cellulose, and here cell wall is very thick. Cell wall is thickened due to the deposition of lignin. So thank you. Do this work in your notebook and start the revision. Thank you.